Idler's is the Central Coast headquarters for appliances, bedding, kitchen design, and so much more. Idler's carries the finest brands of appliances and features the best prices on those brands. Idler's has been providing the appliance needs for this community since 1954, and that experience carries over to their expertise in kitchen design and bedding. Idler's service is unparalleled and their showrooms are amazing. Idler's mission is to provide you incredible selection, great service, and the best prices, guaranteed.
Andre brings a unique quality to his food, a classical technique with a modern flair. No party is too small or too big. We cater every type of event, and we do it all. With the holidays upon us, call Dining with Andre to cater your party. We also offer cooking classes, which are hands-on, small class size, and conducted right in Andre's kitchen. Exciting news! Dining with Andre will soon be opening Paso Terra del Mar, a high-end seafood restaurant. See our web for details. Please feel free to contact us at 227-4100 or visit us on the web at diningwithandre.com.
Welcome to Taylor Rental Party Plus. Because of you, we have been a local family-owned business since 1994. We've worked hard to earn our reputation of excellence by providing top-quality tents, custom linens, exquisite table settings, lighting, dance floors, but most of all, top-quality customer service. Our expert staff are available for a free consultation to help you plan your event. Thank you, Central Coast, for your support.
Hi, my name is Christina, and I'm the owner of Dining with Andre and our show, Sustainably Gourmet. My husband, Andre, is the executive chef of our vibrant catering business in downtown Paso Robles and is the inspiration for this show. Our sponsors today are Doce Robles Winery, Babe Farms, Idler's Appliance, and Taylor Rental Party Plus. Andre and I moved here about 8 years ago, and we were just so amazed at the growth over 8 years of the wine industry. My goodness. I think when we first came here, there were about 80 wineries, and now I bet there's over 300. So a great booming business. And the farms, oh my goodness, we were so lucky to go and take a tour of Babe Farms. Look at these wonderful things they have here. This is a Romanesco cabbage, or I would say it's probably a baby cauliflower, but oh, I bet it's so good. That's what they specialize in. Look at this one here. Everyone would think that this is a carrot. No, this is a radish. So Babe Farms, they specialize in a lot of these small vegetables, lots of varietals, not a lot of quantities, but boy, if you want to impress your friends, that's the way to go. On this show, we're going to bring together all the elements of wine and food and put them together under the magic touch of Chef Andre. So for you, you're going to have a unique experience in food and wine pairing. The chef, the winemaker, sipping, tasting, discussing.
Welcome to the show. Today, Chef Andre here is happy to introduce to you Jim Jacobson from Doce Robles Winery. Now, Jim, thank you for coming. It's all the time a pleasure to see you. And listen, I know that you are located in Paso Robles, but can you tell our people, where you located exactly?
Well, thank you for inviting me here today to
You're welcome.
pair the wines with the food. I'm looking forward to this very much.
Very good, thank you.
We're on 46 West. We're the first winery on the north side of the road, about 9/10 of a mile off of 101. We focus on primarily all red wines. I grow Zinfandel, Syrah, Barbera, Petite Syrah is going to be planted, and Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon.
How many cases do you make a year?
Oh, I make anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 cases a year. Good year, it's 5,000. Bad year, it's about 3,000.
Very good. Then today, I think with your wine, I'm going to have a couple of dishes I'm going to be making. The first dish is going to be an appetizer. It's made with duck and a frisée from this company called Babe Farm over here. Also, we are going to do a pork fillet roasted with a very special wasabi arugula. And this kind is going to be served as a pesto, plus with a myriad of tiny little vegetables. It's going to be a nice looking, beautiful dish.
I look forward to seeing you work your magic.
All right, thank you. First dish today is going to be an appetizer. This is going to be roasted duck breast, and it's going to be served with roasted garlic vinaigrette and roasted beets. Now, I would like to start my dish by taking care of the thing that takes the most of the time to cook, which is actually to roast the beets. Just cut up the stem here and the tail. I am going to put them in a hot pan like this one here, and with a little bit of oil. And since the beets are very small, it will not take too long to cook. Then I'm going to put them in my oven. The oven is set up at 350 degrees. I don't want to burn them. And the second thing I would like to show you, I have some roasted garlic here, but I would like to show you a way to do roasted garlic without to put them in the oven. What I do, I put my garlic into a pan here, add a little bit of oil in the pan and a little water, touch salt. As the water boils, it's going to cook the garlic cloves really much faster. At the end, I will remove the top and I will evaporate the liquid. The second thing I would like to do is to get my vinaigrette ready for the duck. You'll notice the soft garlic here. This has been done exactly in the same technique. I'm going to take a knife and I'm going to smash it. See, I make a puree until I don't have any more whole pieces in the garlic right here. Once this is done, I will put the garlic in the bottom of the bowl, the Dijon mustard into it, a little bit of the vinegar, some salt. Now the next step here is to add the olive oil, then purpose the coloring. The vinaigrette is a little too thick. I would like to add maybe a little water in there. Now I'm going to take care of the duck breast. I'm going to put just the black pepper and salt. I am going to saute this in a cast iron pan. I start on the skin first because there is a lot of fat and I want to melt the skin really good. And then I will turn it, flip it over, and I will finish it in the oven for about 8 to 9 minutes. Before I flip it, I'm going to put it in the oven. Well, it has been about 2 or 3 minutes here. I'm flipping the duck over, back into the oven. I want to cook the duck breast to about a medium rare to medium, not too pinky inside. And then I will let it rest. And that's it. Then I will have to do set up the salad over here. Now, the salad here, I'm going to cut the base. Pretty much the salad are already kind of clean. I'll remove maybe some of the leaves that we don't want to have here, and I will put that on the plate here. Well, I think my duck is already cooked. I don't want to be overdone. You see how plump it is over here? If I was going to poke a hole right now, it would be like a little fountain coming out, and I will end up with a dry meat. Then, delicately, I put it on the side, and I'm going to let it rest in a warm place for about 5 minutes, just the time for me to peel my beets over here. I have a very fast way to peel the beets. Take them in a paper like this and rub off with the paper, and the peel comes off. Now for a person, I will put about 4 beets. It will be a nice little garnish and color. To finish my dish here, I have a little bit of fat here left from the duck, and I am going to toss the beets in the duck fat, and I'm going to add a little bit of salt just to kind of flavor them a little black pepper. Then I'm going to turn this off. I am going to be setting up the salad in the plate. We don't really want to overdress the salad. It's not a good thing to do. It's better to add as we go along. Now, right here, the salad is being mixed. When you buy vinegar, you need to look at the acidity of the vinegar. 7% is way too much. You need to dilute it exactly with the same amount of water. If you have like 1 cup of vinegar, you will have 1 cup of water to add it in there, because the regular acidity for a dressing is 3.5. All right, now we are going to be setting up our plates. I will add a little bit of the frisée in the middle. I will take the beets and I will dry the beets on the paper towel over here, so I don't have so much of the duck fat. See, the duck is rested. See all the juice coming back here. I'm going to slice it very thin. See, it's kind of pinkish in a tiny little slice. You can let it rest for quite a little longer. I see a little juice running out on the board right now. At this point, I will set up a slice of duck around the salad like this. And I will use the beets. That over here. Then I will take a little bit of the dressing. And I will put a little bit of parsley. And voila. That was quite a lot of cooking today, eh? Now, finally, we get to sit down and really enjoy the wine that you brought. You know, I realized that this particular dish, the duck sauté, the roasted garlic, vinaigrette. In the selection of the wine that you brought today, what would be, do you think, the selection we should start to try to see how it's going to go?
I would probably start with the Nebbiolo. It's an Italian wine, a little bit on the lighter side. The next one would probably be the Robles Rojos. The Bordeaux blend, Cab Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Merlot.
Let's go and dig in there and see what is going to come out. Now, one thing is try to get as much of all the ingredients together here to get a nice idea about this particular dish.
Quite nice.
Then, let's see what the Nebbiolo is going to do.
Almost makes that wine taste sweet.
Well, I don't know. There's a little contrast in the food. Maybe if didn't take the beets and having just the dark, maybe I'm going to try again. For myself, I find a little too much acidity in the wine to compare with this kind of food. This is not a very acidic kind of dish, you know. It's a medium-sized kind of intensity. It's not really over the edge, but you need a soft kind of wine. And I think, personally, I think this one would go better.
The Robles works better.
Yeah, personally. Now, what is the blend into your wine?
The Robles is about 30% Merlot, 20% Cab Franc, and about 50% Cabernet Sauvignon.
My guess on the two wine here would be the
Robles.
The Robles better to pair with this one, you know.
This one might be going better with the next dish we have. I don't know.
Oh, maybe, you know, going down the line, I will not mind to try all the rest of the wine here. Because, you know, it may be one that really is going to relate so well and compare so well. Maybe I should try. I don't know. Why not?
Why not?
I really don't.
No big hurry.
This one, the Cabernet here.
The Cabernet, huh?
The Cabernet. Is that a Cabernet Sauvignon? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, to tell you the truth, this one is going better, actually, than the blend, you know.
Oh, wow. That was very good.
Maybe the blend should go into maybe the next dish, you know. So far, I would say the best here is the Cabernet Sauvignon by itself. Did you put it in the French oak also?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit of French, a little bit of American.
And the sweetness of the wood, the vanilla kind of finish, the smoothness is kind of matching to me. It matches this kind of dressing,
yes.
You know. This dressing is not too aggressive, you know, it's kind of nice and smooth. Pretty much, I would say this one would be the best. Now, to confirm this is the right one, I need to go to the next
That's
one.
right.
We don't want to leave anybody here by themselves.
And this one is the Zinfandel. It's a little too spicy for me for this one right here.
Yeah, maybe this one will go for the next one. Let's cheers. Yes.
The Cabernet.
There we go. Thank you.
With my 40 years and third-generation grape growing expertise, Doce Robles has found that the quality of the fruit is in the wine. At Doce Robles, quality begins in the vine, and the real work is done in the vineyard, which is what we call soil to soul, with the end result that reflects the quality of our wines. Come and join us for a glass of wine at Doce Robles Winery.
Welcome to Taylor Rental Party Plus. Because of you, we have been a local family-owned business since 1994. We've worked hard to earn our reputation of excellence by providing top-quality tents, custom linens, exquisite table settings, lighting, dance floors, but most of all, top-quality customer service. Our expert staff are available for a free consultation to help you plan your event. Thank you, Central Coast, for your support.
Babe Farms is a family-owned and operated farm located in the Santa Maria Valley since 1986. With a wide variety of gourmet specialty vegetables grown year-round, it is truly a farmer's market of variety. With a kaleidoscope of colors to meet every chef's needs, Babe Farms products are harvested to order. You just can't get any fresher than that. Contact your local produce distributor about Babe Farms specialty vegetables today.
Idler's is the Central Coast headquarters for appliances, bedding, kitchen design, and so much more. Idler's carries the finest brands of appliances and features the best prices on those brands. Idler's has been providing the appliance needs for this community since 1954, and that experience carries over to their expertise in kitchen design and bedding. Idler's service is unparalleled and their showrooms are amazing. Idler's mission is to provide you incredible selection, great service, and the best prices, guaranteed.
The next dish is actually a little challenging because we have so many preparations to do. My intent and my ambition is to have a bed of celery root puree, and on which is going to rest a slide medallion of pork with this pesto made from this arugula wasabi salad that I have. And then the whole thing will be garnished with all those beautiful little vegetables. People are not really familiar with the celery root. It smells like celery. This is not the root of a celery stalk. This is different plant. The way to do that is to really cut it and then take a knife and really peel off the thick skin. At this point, I have peel the vegetable, and you know, the thing is, if you leave it in the air like this, it's going to change color, and then sometimes if you do the celery salad, you better to peel it, grate it, mix it in the mayonnaise, then it will never change of color. The next step here, to start the puree, I have this pan warming up here, and I'm going to put a piece of butter right here. Oh, the pan was already warm, and I'm going to slice the onion very fast. Then I will put my onions in there. The onions is cooking here slowly. With the butter, I'm going to slice this celery root in very thin pieces. It will allow me to cook that a little faster. In fact, if I can cut that into little bits, it will be cutting down in time, you know. The idea of doing the celery puree here is to start the cooking of those vegetables together, sweat them first, and then we are going to add a little water all the way about the level of the vegetable within the pan. A little bit of salt, because anything that you cook needs to have at least a little bit of salt in there. I am going to put a top on that, cook it down, and when I see that the water starts to really cook the vegetable, I'll take the top off and I will reduce the water completely down, and then I will add some cream, which at that point it will be ready for processing into the little food processor, I will say. I have all those tiny little vegetables here. I am going to cook them. I have a boiling water, all by category, because they cook in different time. Then I put the little summer squash over here, pink turnips. These are pink turnips, the Romanesco cauliflower. And then I will add a little bit of salt in each one of them. And then I let them boil for about 5 or 6 minutes. Now we are going to be sauteing the pork. I put a little bit of oil in my hot pan here. And I will season the pork with salt and pepper all the time before you do that, on both sides. Then the oil is pretty good now, it's pretty hot. I'm going to sear on both sides, and then I'm going to put the filet of pork in the oven, temperature 350 for about 10-12 minutes until it gets a little pinkish inside. Now that is really getting coloration on both sides. You know, like everything else, I sear the juice inside the meat. And then I will put that in the oven right here. And that will go for about at least 10 minutes. It has been 8 minutes since I put the roots cooking here. I'm going to now, the water disappear. I'm going to add the cream. And the cream, of course, is going to be absorbed right away by the celery roots. Okay, then I'm going to reduce the cream again until almost nothing. All my vegetables are already done. Start with the little summer squash here. They are completely cooked. And I have the pink turnips, the beautiful French mini carrots. And then I have the Romanesco over here. Now I realize the cream here start to reduce. This is what I'm talking about here. The cream has been absorbed by the celery roots. I am going to make the puree of celery by using a food processor. I'm going to do that while the mixture is hot to get the best effect of pureeing. Okay, it has been like a good 1 minute. I need to add a little bit of white pepper and a little salt again. There we go. I will leave this mixture remaining into the food processor for the time being while I'm finishing the sauce for the pork and finishing my vegetable. Now for the making of the pesto, we're going to use a blender, and I will start to put 1 cup of chopped parsley, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 cup of wasabi, and then we put a little bit of the chives. We put the Parmesan cheese, the capers, the olive oil, a little bit of water to start to slowly stir a little bit. You need to add enough water, I think. Okay, now we are done with processing of the sauce, and then I'm going to transfer that into a container here. Keep that on the side until we are ready to serve, to plate the pork actually. It's time for me to remove the filet of pork from the oven, and I'm going to let it rest 5 minutes the time I'm making the vegetable. For the glass of vegetable, I will have a little bit of the oil here. I am going to put all the vegetable in one shot, like this. Little bit of honey into that, little sugar, white pepper, and a little bit of salt. I let the caramel forming, and then I will make the last toss to kind of glaze all over them over here. Now it's time for me to plate the course over here. As you recall, I have done this celery puree with onions and cream, the reduce. Then the next things I will do is to put the vegetable on the plate. I want to make sure that they all fit. I try to put them by color. And I will have pink turnips on that side here. The little summer squash, 3 of them. I will use the slicer and really get to the pork fillet. Okay, I will put them right there on the top, like this. I am going to add the pesto sauce in the bottom of the plate here. Voila. Thank you for watching. Well, this particular next dish, the filet of pork roasted, I think the intensity is going to be a little bit more up there because of the spiciness. You mentioned the Zinfandel will be spicy, but I will not mind to start all over again from the beginning to see maybe what kind of wine would be better here, okay? I will say let's go and take a look, you know? Yes, let's go to work. You know, the puree of celery roots is taking down the very spiciness of the sauce. I think we should start with a Nebbiolo again to see how it's going to go. You know, maybe we end up in the same line with the Cabernet again, maybe, who knows. The Nebbiolo is still a little on the acidic, and I think the food, has to be a little more saltier, but it's not. And I don't think personally this one will work here for that dish.
Nebbiolo is an Italian wine. They like the spiciness of.
Yeah.
It comes with it. The Barbera is the same way.
Yeah, but if you are going to test just the pork in the sauce, maybe it could go with it. But since we have the creaminess of the puree here, it's going to be a little bit challenging for us to find out really what one will go the best. Now, by order, I'm going to go to the cap. It has to do with the French oak, because the French oak has this vanilla, smooth finish, not abrupt, no acidic. It just goes smoothly, you know. And this dish overall, when you analyze all the parts, even the sauce is so hard, so stringent, so hot. It doesn't make the same impact,
You know, I have to say, I grew food for many, many years, and that's level 1. Level 2 is I made the grapes into wine. That's level 2. Now we're going to the close encounter of the third kind, and that's where you put the two together. And it is, and that is where you were more than just a cook, a chef. You're an artist.
Well, we try to understand actually what the winemaker is going through, because the winemaker is like a chef. Here, one more time, I'm going to try this one with a little bit more of the sauce here to kind of get to the Zinfandel, you know.
I'm really enjoying the vegetables. They are just absolutely great with this seasoning too.
Yeah. This is a Zinfandel.
Mm-hmm. I think the Cabernet is going to take a clean sweep on both of them.
That's so funny, you know. I would say that the Zinfandel is kind of close second to me. It's very close second. It's still up there. It's a little too much comparing to the food, because see, when you analyze pairing, you need to see the intensity of the food. Okay, a poached fish, a fish would be level 1, and then if you have a piece of meat that is sautéed, that's, you know, or just a grill, not even grill, sauté and roasted, that's level 2. If you have a stew meat that is longer cooking with wine and so on, that's level 3. When you get to see a dish, you need to know where you are looking at here. I think with the duck, we were level number 2 in the middle size, and I was thinking the pork could have been maybe level 3, but it's not. It's more like a level 2, and it takes a wine that is going to be about the same level, you know, of intensity.
You are the artist, and here's to your magnificence.
Well, no, since you are the winemaker, I want to make sure that you don't just agree with me. We just have this feeling of eating the food and the sensation, and we feel comfortable. There is no crazy exchange or dimension. It's like a one unit together, and I think the Cabernet today is doing the job for the show.
Yes, it is.
All right, very good. Hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate that, Jim.
To Cabernet.
Thank you. Good winemaking. Okay, let's keep going.
My pleasure.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all yet again for tuning in. I hope you had a great experience and learned a lot, as I always do on these shows. We want to thank Jim, owner and winemaker of Dos Robles Winery. These wonderful wines are, oh my gosh, they're so interesting and so different. We want to thank, of course, my husband, Andre, who yet again has taken the pork and the duck and these vegetables to a whole different level. I see a lot of nodding going over here. We like that. We'd also like to thank our other sponsors, Babe Farms, with those array of the most amazing, beautiful baby vegetables. I hope to see them all on your plate. We'd like to thank Idlers for the demonstration kitchen, always just so fun to work in. And we'd like to thank Taylor Rental Party Plus for this beautiful setup. My gosh, I hope you guys feel like kings here. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for viewing Chef Andre's Cooking Show. Hi, I'm Don Idler, and we're proud to provide the demonstration kitchen for Chef Andre to film this wonderful show. We invite you all to come down and see just how your kitchen could look at any of our Idler's locations: Paso Robles, Tascadero, and San Luis Obispo.
Hi, I'm Mary Barncastle.
And I'm Ernie Barncastle.
We own Taylor Rental Party Plus. We'd like to invite you to come into one of our 2 locations.
We're in San Luis Obispo, Paso Robles, or on the net at www.taylorrents.net.
Andre brings a unique quality to his food, classical technique with a modern flair. No party is too small or too big. We cater every type of event, and we do it all. With the holidays upon us, call Dining with Andre to cater your party. We also offer cooking classes, which are hands-on, small class size, and conducted right in Andre's kitchen. Exciting news! Dining with Andre will soon be opening Paso Terra del Mar, a high-end seafood restaurant. See our web for details. Please feel free to contact us at 227-4100 or visit us on the web at diningwithandre.com.
Babe Farms is a family-owned and operated farm located in the Santa Maria Valley since 1986. With a wide variety of gourmet specialty vegetables grown year-round, it is truly a farmer's market of variety. With a kaleidoscope of colors to meet every chef's needs, Babe Farms products are harvested to order. You just can't get any fresher than that. Contact your local produce distributor about Babe Farms specialty vegetables today.
With my 40 years and 3rd-generation grape growing expertise, Dos Robles has found that the quality of the fruit is in the wine. At Dos Robles, quality begins in the vine, and the real work is done in the vineyard, which is what we call soil to soul, with the end result that reflects the quality of our wines. Come and join us for a glass of wine at Dos Robles Winery.